Hey Pecan class, this is a little special video for you just about the money multiplier, which is on 2 pages. This is on the AP test for sure, so I want to go over it with you guys. The money multiplier is kind of like our spending multiplier. Just as a review, the spending multiplier is different. It works in the same sort of way, but the spending multiplier is 1 over 1 minus the MPC. That is not what we're covering in this video. What we're covering is the money multiplier. And the money multiplier happens to be 1 over, hey, look at that, the required reserve ratio. So remember, banks have to keep a certain number, a certain percent, certain ratio of reserves on hand. And so we can use that to determine the money multiplier. So get this out of your head for now. It's going to have to come back for the AP test, but we're just going to talk about this one. So let's say the AP test asks you a question. It says, in the banking system there is a 20% required reserve ratio, and that the Fed buys, let's say, $1 billion in bonds. How much will GDP, real GDP, increase? This is a simple math problem, and you're going to see this on the AP test. If you remember, it's 1 over RRR, required reserve ratio, so it's 1 over 0.2, which is the same thing as 20%. That should be easy enough. If you don't know how to do that kind of math, then please come and see me. Additionally, we know that 0.2 is 2 out of 10, which is 1/5, so 1 over 1/5, so it's actually 5. So how much will GDP increase? Well, it will increase by $5 billion. Wait, how did I go from 5 to 5 billion? Well, I multiplied it by the 1 billion. Interesting. Let's do another problem. Let's say that the required reserve ratio is 5%. And instead of 1 billion, it's I don't know, let's make it weird. 3 billion, 3.5, how about that? 3.5 billion. So if the Fed buys $3.5 billion of bonds, how much will Y increase? Well, let's figure out the multiplier. It's 1 over 0.05, which I happen to know is 1/20th. And so that means the multiplier equals 20. So 20 times 3.5 is, oh good grief, $70 billion, according to my mental math. I might be wrong, and you can leave comments and tell me how much I suck. Anyways, this is how the money multiplier works. You're going to see questions about this on your AP test, so come back and watch this when you need to review.